Hello friends, welcome back to this series of ReactJS, and today I'm not going to tell you anything new about the ReactJS or any new concept. Rather, I'm going to tell you about one online source, one online tool using which you can test your React code really quick. So that tool name is CODEPEN.io. So you can open this tool, this online tool, and you can either sign up, you can create your own login, or if you want to just quickly check some piece of code, then you can simply start coding. You just need to click on this start coding, and you can see there are three parts: HTML part, there is one CSS section, and there is one JavaScript section. So in the HTML part you can write your HTML code, and in CSS you can write your styling related code, and then in JavaScript you can write your TypeScript, or you can say your React code. So let's see. I'm just going to show you one simple example. So I'm not going to tell you anything that you are not aware of till now. So suppose I'm just going to write something like one root element, which is div, and here you just need to give this ID as ID1, and then you just need to write something like this div. Okay, and similarly I'm just going to create one more element. Let's just copy and paste it. So it's ID2, and then in CSS section if you want to add something you can do, but I'm not going to teach you about CSS in today's video, so I'm just moving to the JS section where you can write your own TypeScript code, or you can say your own ReactJS code. But before writing the ReactJS code, you need to go to the settings, you need to click on the JS, and then you need to select the JavaScript preprocessor. So here we will select the Babel. Babel is one of the preprocessors which will pre-process your TypeScript code and convert it into a JavaScript code. You know that any TypeScript code that you write in ReactJS, that is ultimately converted to a JavaScript code. Okay, so for that there are various preprocessors available. So I'm going to use Babel. You can come here and then you need to add the packages. So you need to add two packages. One is React and the other one is ReactJS. React DOM, sorry. So once you add these two, you can see these two statements are added to your TypeScript code, your ReactJS code. Now I'm just going to write one function which will contain this information about a student and which will render the information about a student. So return just need to write like this, and then I'm going to create one root element which is div, and then I'm going to print something like h2. Here I will print the name of the student. It's my name, Vikas, and then close it, and then I'm gonna print the age of the student. Suppose it's 20. Okay, so now it is fine to render. Now I'm just going to use this. Okay, wait a minute. I need to close this div, and then I can write my code to render this React DOM.render, and here you can give something like, first you need to give the name of the element which is the name of your function. You know that anything which has been written just like function or the classes, that can be treated as an element in ReactJS, and you can render that element. So in render you need two arguments. One is the name of the element, the other one is where you want to render. So I want to render it query selector. This is the function using which you can simply choose the location where you want to print it. So I want to print it, I want to print on the ID1, which is like here. So for the ID1 element, you can see that the name and age both have been printed here. So you can see that how quickly you can check your code, you can write your simple piece of code to test whether your piece of code will be working fine or not. So this is very much useful for you. Let us do some more experiments. So let us do something like this. Let us pass the props, and here rather than directly passing the name, we can do something like props.name. Property name is name, and then you can write something props.age. So we need to provide the name and age, these two properties here. Name is Vikas and age is 20. So now you can see that name and age both have been rendered again. So you know all these things. Nothing new I'm going to tell you. Okay, let's do one more thing, like in the ID2, let's print the details of other student. Okay, so let me print it. So here I'm going to give another name, which is Manoj, and age would be 23. He's a bit senior. And here I'm going to do ID2. Okay, so now both the students will be printed, Vikas and Manoj. And this is all about for today, and you can use this online tool for your experiments. And this video was all about to let you know that there is such a tool using which you can quickly test your ReactJS code. So in the next video, we will meet with some new concepts related to the ReactJS. So till then, have a nice day, bye bye, and keep sharing my videos. Thank you.